No Nightbot, here is the House of Sewing. How's it going?
Hello, hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, it's Monday night. I hope everyone's doing well. Let me make sure that my volume's down before.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Blow their eardrums. Just blow it, William. Just blow them.
Sometimes I can't tell if it's a hardcore 30-second oh, okay, good. There we are.
That's a 30-second
Hello,
delay.
hello. Welcome to the House of Sewing. Let me click on the chat before I get too far ahead of myself. How is everyone this evening?
Oh, doing great. It's been a very busy day. And I just want to let everyone know I made it through Monday without going to sleep in school.
I'm proud of you.
There was one time where I was just like, oh my gosh, these kids. But I was great. I had lunch and I was back on the good train again.
Lunch fixes everything.
Yeah. Especially when it's Thai soup.
Lunch really does. I feel myself falling off the cliff and I eat lunch and I'm like, all I needed was to eat lunch. How's it going, Judy? Hello. Hello, Rita. Great to see you, Katie Krabs. Yay. Sheila. Hello.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, now I'm awake. Yay. Welcome. Melania. Hello. Great to see you. Yay. Hello, everybody. It is Monday. Eventually, I'm going to go grab my project that I started yesterday.
Somebody wanted to say hi.
Yay. Hello, JP.
You guys, big kitten report.
Oh.
Say hi, JP.
Hi, JP.
Look how
He's
big
so
he's
cute.
Hold on. We're going to stretch him out. He's like a man cat now. Look at him.
He's getting there.
Oh.
He is getting there.
He was just pounding on the door. He has to be with somebody.
Oh, just wait. Mine will probably, my pup will probably be trying to barge in the door. I didn't have time to even put anything in front of the door.
Yeah, he's adorable. Not.
Oh, he's adorable. Don't say not.
Oh, he's not.
Is he scared of anything?
No.
So you didn't have like a vacation hangover when you got to work today? Were you excited to be there? Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed?
Well, it's like everyone attacked me. And what did you do? What did you see? Like, show me all the pictures. I was like, yes. So there was a lot of talking, and the kids were just excited for me to be back, and because we had 2 snow days before that, so they haven't seen me since last Tuesday.
Oh, they were having withdrawal.
They were having Mrs. So Blessed by Jess withdrawals. Yes, they were. But
everybody's curious, you went all the way to California.
That's so far away.
It is.
It's no land far away.
It's a whole plane ride away.
There's some people that will never go that far.
That's true. There's some people that's never been out of my county.
Same in my hometown.
Yeah, but your county's a lot larger than mine. Yeah.
I know a lot of people who have never left my town or this area. Yay! Hello, everybody.
This is twin withdrawals. I love it. That's perfect, Rita.
I just want to let you know you are so close in your count today.
So Jess, in her comment, challenged everybody on the My So-Called Live channel to see how many times I said twin, or when our fair twin here appeared in my last video, which everybody should go check out. I had a great time. I filmed some amazing quilts.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. There was something I was like, I forgot about that one. It was great.
I love those kinds of. I take pictures at quilt shows and then go back and I start looking at them and I'm just going, did I take a picture of this other quilt? And so I start looking for a specific quilt. And of course, that is always the quilt that I did not take a picture of. Hi, Ollie.
How are you?
Hey, Alibaba.
But So somebody like showed me like a presentation of like a circle. So I can't wait to do that. I'm going to do that on my channel. It's coming up. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Okay.
I have to say that I've been to every state in the U.S., including Alaska and Hawaii, also Canada.
Congratulations.
Okay. So how many states have you been to, William?
All of them except for Hawaii.
Okay. What about you, Jess?
Don't ask me. I have to count.
I've been to everything. I've been to Massachusetts and New York and everything south and east of New York, or like, well, the rest of the lower 48 from New York. So anything north of that beyond Massachusetts, I haven't been to. And then I haven't been to Hawaii, but I've been to Alaska.
I grew up with a parent who was in the Navy. He loathed Hawaii because he was stationed there during the Vietnam War. He was there from 1957 until 1972, off and on. So he did not like Hawaii at all.
So I've been to 21 states and 2 provinces and Mexico.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I have not all on one trip, but I've been on the 5 freeway from Guatemala all the way to Alaska, but not all on the same trip.
Yeah. I have been to Mexico, but I've not been to Canada. I've obviously flown over it because I flew to Alaska. But I've not touched down in Canada.
Yay, great to see everybody went to Mexico.
It looks a lot like the United States.
Hmm?
It looks a lot like the United States.
Well, yeah, I know that. The United States has such varied landscape, though.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. I like Quebec and Ontario. Those are the only 2 provinces I've been to, so I'm quite partial to those. But
so, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont.
But I'm missing Rhode Island and Maine on the East Coast. So.
Vermont is a West Coast state on the East Coast. Vermont is.
Yeah, it is.
Those are my people over there in Vermont.
I actually, so I've not been to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. We drove through Connecticut and Rhode Island to get to Boston. So I've been through them. I don't remember them, but I've been through them. And so I'm missing 4 states, and that's it, you guys.
There's certain states that, well, no, it counts because I've like got off the highway, had food.
I think even if you land,
yeah, technically,
I'm like, I landed there. So I walked the airport, and it's in Texas, so I was in Texas.
Oh, that counts.
That totally counts.
Well, that counts.
There's people that I live with that said it does not count. And
do you guys collect anything?
No.
I used to. When the great cleaning is underway, I will show you all my Saskatoon and all my Canada stuff that I have. Like my last big trip, I was in my 30s and I was still buying keychains and shot glasses and so I have a ton of like stuff I bought in Canada from Vancouver to Saskatoon. I have a ton of stuff.
So when we were driving all over the country, I was picking up water globes from every state.
Okay.
And then I started picking up keychains as a backup in case I couldn't find the water globes. Katie's in the chat saying she collects thimbles. But I have a curio out in our dining room that is nothing but water globes. It's my curio. It's nothing but water globes.
When I was in Canada, I stayed in Ontario, but I also spent time in British Columbia camping and went and see a shopping mall that has sharks on the mall. That's crazy. I love stuff like that. Still to this day, though, when I went to the Mall of America, I did not realize how big it was until I realized they had an amusement park in the mall.
Mm-hmm. I've always wanted to go see that since I was a little kid.
I've never gotten to go in it.
It was on my weird, but it's endless because we have giant malls here. And there's one in Oregon where you could start on 6th Street and end up by the river. It literally goes under the city.
Yeah.
So I love places like that.
I have to get back to Nevada. My water globe from Nevada broke because I had to ship everything home all the time.
Mhm.
And my Nevada water globe broke, and I haven't been back to replace it. I have far too many from New Mexico though, and almost every single one of those has glitter in it. So when my mom pulled it out, there was glitter everywhere when it broke.
No, thank you.
Hey, Laura, do you know this is reminding me? I do collect coffee cups, but something started happening. I would drink out of them, and this was in the past, I'll say 15 years. My parents bought me this glorious San Francisco mug. It's huge. The handle broke while I was drinking it.
Oh no.
My parents got me a New Mexico, a Tennessee, and it was the same story. They just started being poorly made.
Yeah.
And so I collect more magnets and stuff now. But I have a bunch of really cool mugs with the handles missing, with pens in them.
You know what? We need to send a water globe to Jess so that if it breaks, she has glitter everywhere.
No, because you know how I have an aversion to glitter, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Absolutely amazing. It is. I didn't realize how big it was. It was one of those funny things.
Apparently, I upset her with the comment about sending her glitter enclosed in a water globe.
Talk about that.
Oh, she can still hear us. Oops, my bad.
Do you think I just took my volume away?
Of course.
Tammy, so because of that, I want to show you that I do not have an aversion to glitter. Are you ready?
No, of course not.
Oh, that's a reveal. Oh, that's a reveal. I like it.
I love it.
You look like you're...
I got it in red because you can wear it for Wednesday. You can wear it for Christmas.
You look like you're about to yell at a dance coach.
Yes.
Let me tell you how to do it. Let me tell you how to do it.
I know it doesn't cover my face, but hey.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Should I go get mine that covers my face?
No. No covering the face.
You know, I was really hoping that when you were cleaning that corner today, that you were not going to find that mask. I was like, please don't find that mask while you're over there.
Oh, that's so funny. I didn't. You'll know, because I'll be like,
I know. I was waiting for it. I was like, oh no, please don't find it.
Where is the beak?
No.
The beak is, it can't be too far.
No.
Oh, that was a backfire.
No, I'm like, we're going to have to I'm going to figure out, I'm going to go to Hurricane game like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to match that glitter dude that's down. You know who I'm talking about, William.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
It has the roll, the thing that, with the wild hair. Yeah.
You'll end up on the Jumbotron. You will definitely end up on the Jumbotron.
Yes, you will.
I was just
stand out.
The Jumbotron. Yes.
And every time she breathes, it shimmers and sparkles even more.
That's why sequins are amazing. I'm pro sequin. I would never be anti-sequin ever. I love sequin.
Right here. Got you. I need a crown. What is my crown?
Oh, here
I don't know. Where is it?
Busquen la carona. Now I have that song stuck in my head again.
I don't think it's arrived yet. I don't think the crown has arrived yet.
Did you get the crown yet?
Busquen. I'm gonna tell you, when I do, I'm gonna light the beacon like they did in Lord of the Rings. You'll know. The flames of Gondor will be lit when I do.
Okay.
Trust me.
You cannot pair it with a plague mask.
Hey,
you are not allowed to pair it with a plague mask.
No,
please.
No, please don't do that.
I haven't found it yet. It is buried somewhere in here.
Good.
It is buried. I'm gonna grab my table because I am sewing tonight.
There has to be somebody.
You guys are mask shaming me. I can't.
No, we're not mask
You?
shaming.
Wait, I got sequins on. Why would I mask shame you?
I won't even pull out. I have more masks in this room. I have quite a few.
Yeah. See, even when you wore that hockey mask, I was okay because I could see you a little bit. But when you physically cover that, no, yes.
Oh, you opened your mouth. Really?
That's okay. I know
Please
it's a
tell me you're just going to get the table, William.
Just get the table while you're up. Keep going.
This one is so.
No.
This one.
No.
Go, because I can still see his eyes, so I'm okay. See
Okay.
Yeah.
When my son was younger, I know it's gone. It's gone. That one.
Ollie, you're breaking my bubble. Come on, Ollie.
When my son was younger, he loved masks. I have the Hulk, Iron Man, anything you could think of. I kept all of them. I could be the Hulk, and and I bought the good ones too, not just the cheesy ones.
William, you've got to read Laura's comment.
Well, speaking of the Lord of the Rings, you need to make a Bilbo Baggins Rabbit's perfect way to get into quilting.
Didn't we, you and I, just talk about this today?
Today is the day of coincidences.
Laura, we're already talking about this. We'll share more information later.
Laura, you have officially hit the word of the day, like an old Pee Wee Herman's, the couch talking, the walls are spinning. We were talking about this earlier, and Coach even sent me a picture earlier. That's how much we've been talking about this today. Oh, that's so ironic.
Yeah. So between Shalom, William, and I, we're going to get together and hash it all out because it's her brainchild, and yeah, it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be wonderful.
I have no picture.
So I
have no picture.
Well, because I knew that you were busy doing something. Hold on. I'm coming. And I was doing gate duty at school, and Shalom was going crazy. I'm just talking to my phone, like taking tickets and everything. And the people probably thought I was crazy, but we were talking. And then I finally said, "Hey," I go, let me tell W." So then I just texted over to him, and the idea was officially hatched. So I think he said he was going to do it.
You think I just have to sit down and designate a time to do it, because it's more or less just getting organized.
Yeah.
That's all it really is, and just cutting out my pieces.
Copy. Send you the little video she sent me to kind of show you what we're looking at.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
I want to go grab my pieces real quick. Yeah, Laura, you were spot on. You were spot on.
Yeah. So Laura, it's coming. It's coming. Shalom's going to go ahead and make the pattern for it for all of us. And we're actually going to have more of a collaboration because
that's pretty.
It's going to be scrappy and you can't spend any money to make this.
That's easy.
So yeah, there's a little bit of, there's rules and stipulations behind it, but whoever wants to join us and hang out with us to do this, that'd be amazing.
That's going to be like multiple sew days.
Oh, definitely. And but there's two different patterns for it. So one's kind of more flowy, like, female.
What, like the video?
Yeah, like the video.
Okay.
And the other one's going to be, so anywho, but we have to hash it out, and then I'll send out a Google form and all that stuff for people that want to join, so that if we need to share things, we can share things amongst each other.
Okay.
Like a friendship thing. Yeah. So I can't wait for Shalom. Hopefully she gets in here. So
that would be fantastic.
I'm so excited. You should have saw it. Like our text message. We must have texted for an hour. Yeah.
I like the Bilbo Baggins coat. It's something I didn't notice until other people pointed it out. I've seen that movie hundreds of times, and I've never noticed that. And the funny thing is, I'm constantly looking at other people's fashion too. I'm like, I like that, or I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this so small? I need to make my screen bigger. There we go.
Hey, can you see me now? Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, welcome to my so-called live. Hey, I can see everybody now.
Hi, my name is Jess. This is Tammy, right over here. And then you have
Nice to meet
people
you.
that are scrolling on in your chat. Welcome to the people.
Oh, I fell behind because I was grabbing my table and everything. Now I have to make it. I will.
Ollie, I want you to make one too. Ollie.
I like what Katie was saying. I have a bunch. Hey, Pam, I have a bunch of denim, and that's where I'm going to start as far as quilting, because I've been collecting all these odds, ends, and pieces over the years. I have a ton.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I just need to sit down and start cutting out my squares.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sheila, how are you doing? Yeah.
Just remember that if you are using denim or garment fabric, you need to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance,
Okay.
not a 1/4 of an inch.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to add seam allowances for that.
Oh, I get to be in a point order. Oh, Ollie, do I get points for suggestions
Yay.
today?
Oh,
Even the
That's
chapter?
I'm excited for what I'm gonna make. And I just want to say that I'm 27 days strong without buying sewing machines or or fabric.
We are almost a month in. How does it feel, boss?
Backflips. I'm doing backflips into January 2025. I'm doing the backstroke into 2025.
Can you do a backflip? Can you physically do a backflip?
I used to be able to.
Yeah. I
Like
can never do it. So that's
30 pounds ago. I don't know if I would try. It's a pride thing, but I've always been able to like run and push my hands on someone who's at least like 5'9" or taller on their shoulders and jump over them completely.
Well, I'm glad I'm not 5'9".
But I haven't tried that in a very long time.
Yeah. I'm like, hold on, let me put a helmet on. Oh.
Oh my goodness, there's 20 bundles of fat quarters along with yards of white, black, white. Oh, how interesting.
yeah. Rita sewed through all of her scraps, got through everything, like literally sewed every piece of fabric she had.
Oh, wow.
So that's what she's talking about, is her husband went out and bought her a whole bunch, and she'd not even looked in the bags yet.
Oh, wow.
So Pam, they were picking on me about how I had an aversion to glitter and sequins. So I went.
Sparklephobia.
Yeah, sparklephobia, if you remember a couple streams ago. So I decided, hey, I'm going to wear sequins tonight.
Absolutely.
I guess do the Hurricanes play tonight? Or no, I don't know. No, they don't play tonight. So
I was too busy crying over the Kings who lost 5-2
Who'd they
to
play
the
tonight?
Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, same face. Same face.
I'm sorry
Well,
about that.
now all I can do is just cry into my serger.
Just make sure you oil it afterwards.
Professional here. That's a professional. Whoa. To my serger. Hey. So what are you working on tonight? Anyone?
Go ahead, Tammy.
No, you're first. You're first.
No. What are you working on?
Well, tonight I was cutting pieces back for my sparkle quilt, and I need to get back to trimming these. I haven't done anything with them yet. I was cutting through the rest of my scrap box. It's been a mess. Oh, I can call you Ed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, hi, Ed.
I will remember that. Thank you.
Yes. And then I made a bunch of half square triangles earlier today.
Oh, those are pretty.
So I'm making 20 of the same block and then sending it to someone, and then there's like 20 of us all together, so then they're going to mix it, like everyone's going to get one block from everyone and then send it back to me, and then I'll make like a little top with it. So we're making 12.5-inch blocks.
That's what my group is doing. The group I met with tonight. There's 19, possibly 20 of us.
Oh, amazing.
Now we're going to do 12-inch blocks.
And then I'm working on this jacket.
I love your jacket, by the way. You are officially in the house of sewing. You have a back patch. You have a back patch.
I do. I do. And you're supposed to make me a name tag. Like one of those I want a patch. You're supposed to make me a patch. That's your job.
What? How do you want it? Biker, Cub Scout,
you just
punk rock.
What do you think? What do you think I need?
Hey, skits. A combination of all the above.
Okay, then combo it up. But I want it to say "So blessed by Jess," if that's possible.
It can. It can say almost anything.
Okay.
It's just It's just the size. The more words you have, the bigger your rocker is.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, it would be written.
You'll stand out. People will think you're in the So Blessed by Just MC motorcycle club. Hey, Skits, how's it going? Great to see you. Great to see you.
How to ride a motorcycle. It can be a dirt bike. What's the difference between a dirt bike and a motorcycle? One's on a road and one's not. I don't know. Can you see me driving like a motorcycle?
Totally.
You can?
Totally.
Okay. California, here I come. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I don't want to ruin my hair.
You have to wear helmets in California. It's going to ruin your hair regardless.
In South Carolina, we don't have to wear helmets.
You have like here, man. They don't know you're from out of town if you don't have a helmet on.
Yeah.
Hey, great to see everybody. Matter of fact, that law was when I was a child. So I do not remember a California without wearing a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the people. I just was never one of the participants. Oh, that's funny.
Watch me a couple years. Be showing up on a motorcycle. It'd be fun though. I like riding. I used to like riding motorcycles.
The sun is shiny here, so bikes are real popular where I live.
Yeah.
And every time a TV show comes out, we have a whole new crop of bikers.
Have you ever heard to run for the wall?
No. Do you talk about to the Vietnam Wall?
Yeah.
I was
It starts in California.
No, I know the people that originally put that on.
Okay. So
I know the people that travel around with the replica wall.
Oh, yeah.
And put it up around the country. A lot of those guys have passed it on to their kids because their kids are my age.
Yeah. I have an uncle that's on the wall.
When I was a kid, my dad was a part of an organization called the Lost Patrol, and they were hardcore. They would go to Vietnam and bring people back.
That's amazing.
They were hardcore, but they all ended up being bikers. They were tough. They were like real tough dudes, but they were good people. But they were. I remember doing runs with them. I was in the car, but like we'd go to different places.
So Pam is making girls for dresses like that, or with that organization again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made 10 of them last year. I'm going to try to make 10 again this year.
So what is that?
So it's a pillowcase dress. It's a very easy to make dress.
Yeah.
But it's going to locations where the little girls frequently do not have access to decent clothing.
Yeah.
So it's going to very poverty-stricken areas
of the world. Yeah. Of the world, so it can it can go anywhere.
Yeah, they can go anywhere.
Right now, the fires are still burning, and they're telling us to not get complacent. So, like, if you live in Southern California, it looks like they're out, but they're still burning in the hills. Do not be complacent.
Yeah, I don't need you being complacent.
Well, I saw that press conference today. I was like, I'm so glad I watched this because they're like, the fires are not out. There's still evacuation orders and all over the place.
It's because of that rain. People thought that they were out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Pam's saying she doesn't do the pillowcase dresses for Project Dress a Girl.
Yeah,
there are other dress patterns out there now.
As long as it's a girl, as long as it's a dress for a girl.
Yeah, and there are some stipulations about things that you can put in it.
Yeah,
because it has to be repairable.
Yeah,
dirt bikes are so much fun, Rita. That's how I learned on.
Yeah. Do you know what I thought was funny? Are you ready for this story?
Yeah.
So my brother-in-law had a dirt bike and he brought it over to my grandma's and we just finished riding in the airplane. And so my husband goes to get on it and he keeps stalling it. Like he can't be going. And so I was like, hey, let me have it. Man, I just took off and went. And he was like, he was so mad. Oh, it was so much. I was like, yes, I showed up a guy. And it was my husband.
Oh, that's awesome, Terry.
But anywho, it was my little chuckle for the rest of my life.
Oh, that hurts people. Or when they don't, when they mess with the clutch and the bike turns off every time they come to a stop.
Yeah, I think that's what he did. He was just too trigger happy.
It's a natural instinct to want to turn that off every single time. You literally just have to let it idle.
Yeah. But I didn't mean to like hurt his spirit or anything, but yeah, it was okay.
You were like, come here.
My grandma lives on 100 acres, so I just went until I came back. But I love being on four-wheelers and all that stuff. So I'm the fast person that you have to catch up to.
Oh, yeah, Terry.
It's definitely not enough rain here. This will be year 4 of me seeing dresses.
Sewing dresses.
Oh, sewing dresses.
It's a typo. My phone does that too.
At least it doesn't say. Mine will say, and it bothers me, and I'm saying it out loud, and I'm yelling at my computer. It'll say, if the house of sewage. Have I ever typed in sewage ever, computer? No. It's so ink.
So,
I'm sorry.
It makes me laugh every time.
So I don't call people sewers because of that, because it's sewers.
Yeah, exactly.
So I always call everybody a sewist.
I like sewist though.
Sewist is gender neutral.
Yeah.
So it can be guys, girls, whoever, and it is not a sewer.
I never thought about it like that. I've always just said sewist. I like that term.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to get rid of my chair. Oh, I don't want to.
I like that you have that camera angle right there so we can see what's going on. I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad you decided on that one.
Well, it's my old angle, and it's funny how I'm going back to all my old camera angles.
Yeah.
Well, that's what got you to this point, right?
Okay.
It worked for a reason.
I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be fancy and new, and none of the new stuff's working, so I got to stick to the old angles.
Hey, whatever works.
1/4.
Yeah, now cars shut off when you stop at a light. My car does that. It has an automatic, it'll shut down. If I press the brake a little bit more, like it'll say, warning, if you keep pressing the brake, you can turn off your engine.
I have no idea why that bothers me so much.
Oh, it bothers me too.
But you can turn off that feature.
Yeah, in a lot of vehicles you can, or you should be able to turn them off in all vehicles.
Yeah. Like my car has lane assist and all of that stuff, but I just turn it all off.
I wrestle back and forth with that, but lane assist has made me realize how much of a swervy driver I am. And step number 1 of admitting that there's a problem is admitting that there's a problem.
I so wish I could trade in the vehicle that my husband drives and get one that has lane assist, because that would totally help me not be car sick in my husband's car.
Well, the thing is, it's really jerky though. So if you see him drift off, your car will just like it'll shift right back into, you know,
It will
like
literally correct you back into the lane.
Yeah.
And in a weird way,
it's
the RAV4, it knows the speed limit, and if I'm going too fast, it attempts to slow me down involuntarily.
is how computerized is it?
It's
Like
a
computerized.
2023.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
It's like a brand newish car.
Hmm.
And so that thing,
Yeah.
and I'm not even talking trash. It's just I'm not used to that. I'm not used to a car. I like old school cars where I tell it what to do.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I don't want my vehicle talking to me. Do you know the one thing that still gets me in the car is I already have weird issues with vision at night anyways. It has a 20-inch screen in it that won't shut off.
Faster?
It won't go black. I've tried everything. I've YouTubed it. I've done
I hate those.
everything.
So can you adjust the brightness?
It's just less white. It's white.
Yeah.
If I turn it off, it goes white. And so it's just regardless, it's bright regardless because I'm in you're in the dark in your car,
Yeah.
Okay.
My so the car that my husband has is a 2019. You can't you can adjust the brightness, like William was saying.
Yes.
But the screen never goes off. In my 2017, you can turn the screen off. I love that about it.
Oh, Katie, I totally agree with you. And it's little things, and I really don't realize it because that car is so fuel efficient. I fill the car once and I can drive from here to Vegas and like literally not think about it. And that's 300 something miles,
Oh.
Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Actually, I don't have that on my car, but I do. It just a lot of these features are just I don't know. I have a 2014, not a fancy, but I do have a backup camera. I've been spoiled by the backup camera.
Backup cameras are fantastic.
It has spoiled me. So I get in my truck, I'm like, oh, this 80s truck is garbage. I'm like, where's my backup cam? Even though I can hook one up. Honestly, it's probably not you, William. I live in Phoenix area, and with all the snowbirds, I'll take all the help I can get. Same. So true. It would, man. I'm using my phone, and it's a mess to type on. My truck is a 1994, and that's as new as I ever want to go. No technology in it.
Yeah.
My husband says it's more wear and tear on the engine with turning off all the time. I agree 100%, Judy. I never understood that, and
Turn it off.
I have Sentinel hearing, so you can hear the cars turning off and on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as soon as that light turns green, you hear all the cars turn back on.
I hate middle screens. They used to be illegal as distractions. Mine's an option. Do you know that and the new really bright lights? I know everything's illegal in California, but California agreed that there was just a certain brightness. And then with the influx of like Teslas and all these new cars, we no longer have that law.
Mm-hmm.
And so it seems like people are driving with their brights on.
I hate those like super bright LED lights. I struggle driving at night because of those.
It's an issue with me. I'm trying not to make it one, but it's an issue because they're just blinding. And it's more when I'm out in the middle of the highway. It's more when I'm out in the middle of the highway. And then you see someone 2 miles up and you're like, oh crud, you are literally taking all the light out of this picture. That's awful.
I sit low enough down that I'm usually blinded.
Blinded by the light.
And there's this new thing in my town where people like, there's this really weird left where I go into my neighborhood and it's on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And people can make a U-turn because I live right off the freeway. And that's like, oh, I'm going to a neighborhood. I don't know where I'm going, U-turn. But we're face to face with each other. and people flash their brights thinking mine are on when I'm in the RAV4, and I can't see. I'm not flashing my brights at you. I'm in a modern car.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens all the time now because people think I'm being rude. I'm just in a really modern car.
Yeah. I noticed that. It was like 2 years ago. Brighter lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Pam, I like your idea of tossing a rag over the thing. I have some candidates for that one. No, not one. You know?
Hey, you have all those T-shirt rags.
Yeah.
I still see. I need to get organized. I was gonna sew a bunch of those together and just see what happened. I was actually gonna use them for lining underneath my what's it called? My denim quilt.
And now you tell us, really?
Well, I have to get really bored and sew them together. I have all these great ideas, but really what it is, I need to sit down and just start sewing.
Did you hear that, Tammy? He has to get really bored. To sew blocks together.
Okay.
Yeah. That kind of like makes me sad.
Hey, thanks for the support, Coach. Thanks.
Yeah, you're not even looking at me. You're looking at a camera. When you're looking at the screen, I'm this way. Hi, how are you doing?
She's gonna roast you. She's just totally gonna roast you.
Coat. No, it's a sparkle phobia coat.
Oh, sparkle phobia.
Oh, so William's now scared of the sequins. Okay.
You know I'm not scared of color.
Those
I
are
like
pop-
shiny things. I'm like a crow. I'm like, oh, is that shiny? Shiny. Let me see that.
Go to the shiny thing.
I run towards shiny things.
Just don't run into a window and die.
I think I have astigmatism as well, Sheila. I think that's really what it is.
Yeah.
So it's just what is wrong with these people?
Isn't it so much fun that everything is a star to us?
They really are terrible. They need to stay off the freeway. I feel. Don't even get me started on that. There's a lot of people where I live where I feel like they should not have a license. We should have you should be asked 15 questions, and I should be allowed to write all 15 in order to pass the DMV test. Why would you back up? There's people that back up on off ramps, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" They're like laying on their horn. That one gives me anxiety. I've seen that.
Or they pass the ramp and they get on the side and then they back up while they're on the highway and then try to figure out how to get back on the ramp.
That gives me. I've seen people do that recently. My new thing though that drives me crazy. People do not turn on their lights while they drive at night. What car are you in where you're not in the dark?
Yeah.
You know what?
There's signals again.
Mine is they're in the left-hand lane and they cross all 4 lanes to get into the exit lane on the right.
Yep.
Within like 20 feet of the exit.
Oh yeah.
I hate those. Those annoy me more than anything else.
That's when I roll down the window and I'm like, "You're a genius."
I had a friend on the phone with me, and when somebody did that, they were just driving stupid. There's just no other way to call it. They were driving stupid. So I'm complaining. She's like, "Road rage much?" I said, "No, absolutely no road rage. I'm just complaining because I can right now."
I did notice that you added points, Ollie. I just didn't want to overly just talk about it because I'm trying to be sweeter and nicer.
She's trying to play by the rules.
I'm trying to play by the rules. But
however short-lived that may end up being.
I do appreciate that there was points added onto the total, and now I am 60% of the way there now.
Yep.
If I am correct in my percentage calculation.
If we're going for 100,000 points, you're at 60,000. Yeah, you're 60% of the way.
I have a dash cam, And one day I will release my dash cam footage. I just don't want to get sued by all the people when they realize that I got their license plate. I've seen some spectacular stuff. There was one time on my speedometer, you can clearly see that I was going. The speed limit's like 65. I was going 74 miles an hour, and a cop passed me because I was going too slow. We don't play here in LA.
So, Ollie, do I get points for wearing costumes? I mean, I can start wearing costumes. Like,
Sorry, I will not endorse that. Welcome in, Nancy.
Yay! Hello, Nancy. Great to
I
see
need
you.
1 million.
I hope everything is well. I hope everything went well this morning. Great to see you, Nancy. Great to see you.
He said 1 million. Who raised the ceiling? Did you and William have a conversation without me?
Ollie has worked here since the beginning. Ollie's part of the original my 9 subscribers.
Ollie, I'm looking at you.
You have upset the jest, Ollie.
Never figured out. As blind people can get a license. It's the same in my state. You can be legally blind.
Of 1 million? Show me the video evidence of 1 million.
Yeah, we're gonna need the video. We're gonna need video proof.
You can go to my channel. You can find my information. I need the send it to me.
I talk about this all the time. I don't know. I lived in Arizona when I was younger. I went to college there, and I got my license in Arizona. My license expires in 2047. They no longer do the 50-year thing where they give you your license for 50 years. But because I was in that old school law, my license is grandfathered in, and my license is good till 2047.
Just let us do it. We now know how you are. We just
love the problem. I love the state of Arizona for that reason.
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan, how's it going? Great to see you.
Congratulations.
Yay.
She's going to be back in her apartment tomorrow.
Oh, that's exciting.
That is fantastic.
Awesome. I arrived when you were around 300.
Yeah.
The channel has grown in the past year. No, 2 years. I went from 300 to 1,000 in a really fast. It seems fast.
You did, because you were a little over 600 when I arrived in September.
In the beginning of last year, I had 300 something subs.
Yeah.
I can see you looking at me, Aisha. They do not question it here in Arizona. That for a fact.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty in working with me.
Wait, 50 years not here. My license is good for 50 years, and I just have to go every I think it's 7 to check the to get my picture. They want an updated picture of what I look like.
Yeah.
Arizona, at least back then, they did not play. Absolutely,
I look nothing like my picture, so I'm looking forward to changing it.
I love the progression of my pictures. It's weird. I feel like I look the same and I don't. So it's weird seeing the progression over the years.
I didn't think you looked much different from your Arizona picture.
That was taken a while ago too. Well, within 10 years. Not sure the surgeon has to look at it tomorrow. We should get the swab test back. I hope everything is well. I really hope everything goes well.
We've got our fingers crossed.
Yes, absolutely.
Let me go grab my other chair.
Because we can't have enough chairs.
Well, the thing is, I love my big cushy. I love my big cushy office chair, but I don't have big cushy office space in here.
You need to be just like a little doctor stool. That's really cushion. You can just twirl yourself around.
I was thinking about just making a giant cushion for this chair.
Yeah.
So I actually have 2 office chairs in here.
Oh wow. I used to have a lot more space in here. But over the years, I have gone full pack rat. I think you want to update your picture every 12 years. Yeah, it's something. It's been so long, I completely forgot. In the 90s, half of my family moved to Arizona because it was unaffordable to live here back then. And so a lot of my family lives on the other side of the border, and I'm talking about Arizona. Arizona has what it's called lifetime driver's license good until you turn 65. Then you go in every 5 years for renewal. See, they do not play. I'm okay, Susan. I'm okay. I'm recovering from excuse me. I'm recovering from smoke, from all the smoke and stuff, but I have a feeling I'm gonna end up going back to the doctor.
Oh no.
Are you really feeling? Are you still feeling that?
If I'm panting tomorrow without the prednisone, well, I'm gonna give it a day or two because the prednisone also, it's a hardcore substance, and I can feel it. So I want it to be out of my system.
Is there something else that they can give you so you don't have side effects like that, like what you're having?
This is the only direct way to completely open up obstructed airways.
Yeah.
Oh.
That or epinephrine, and that is even more painful.
And I take epinephrine as well. I take that as well. That's the problem. So I have to just I have to wait and see.
Epinephrine burns.
People wonder all the time why I have so much energy. I think a lot of it is because of my asthma medication.
Yeah. Hi, Susan.
Yay! Great to see you, drum chair. I actually got really into upholstering. I reupholstered. I think it was like 11 office chairs. They're in my kitchen right now. I really fell into the world of upholstering. I fell in love with it. It adhered to my construction side, so I would have fun, tearing things apart and putting them back together. I loved reupholstering until everyone in my family was like, "See this couch over here? You see this?" Like,
Yeah, they want you to do it for them too.
And they want you to do it for free.
much like the press, and like in the press was a whole other subject. It did pull a lot of power, but like my entire family was like, "Oh, you have a laundromat now." No, I have a press. I'm telling you, my dad, every time he pulled out his sewing machine, he would tell us, "Do not ask me to fix your clothes because you didn't ask me when the sewing machine wasn't out."
Wow.
And now I understand what he was saying. Because it is like when I had the press, all of a sudden I started getting phone calls from family members I hadn't heard from, and they're like, "Hey, I got to press a suit, sir. I have not heard from you in 9 months."
Who are you? Who is this again? I would ask, what's my favorite color?
That's a good one.
What's the color of the week?
Do you ever try brio? I don't know what brio is.
So that would be a no. You haven't tried it yet if you don't know what it is.
I do have a nebulizer and I do breathing treatments.
Yeah.
I have like the full gamut at my house.
Oh.
And I travel around with my breathing machine.
Oh.
And an inverter in my car. So it's not even if I will be driving with and doing breathing treatments at the same time.
That's serious.
I won't take prednisone ever again. Last time I was on it, I looked like a blowfish. I've gone through like 4 different existential crises. Prednisone is not my friend. It's opened up my lungs, but it's the worst. And tonight's my last night. I will be up all night thinking about something that I couldn't control 25 years ago. Oh, prednisone is
Oh.
1 out of 5 stars, would not recommend. Upholstery is different. I learned a lot from my dad as he builds furniture also as well. Vehicles are boats. I fell in RVs. I fell in love with upholstery. I made a video about it.
Oh,
I miss those days when I would just turn on my camera, put my headphones on, and I would like just tape myself for half an hour blocks. Beer was a powdered 2 medication. Oh, and an inhaler. No.
I hate those things. Those.
hi, Linda.
I've had to
Hey,
do those.
Linda. I did
Hi, Linda.
the weird disc, and it kind of worked, but it was just I felt like it was coating the back of my throat.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was getting the medication. An inhaler goes down your you know, it
Yeah.
goes, you breathe it in.
Yeah, the powder is like a maintenance option, if I'm not mistaken. They put me on something like that before, and it triggered a whole bunch of other things for me. Like, nope, not ever again.
My problem is because of my breathing issues, I have to take these drugs, but the side effects are real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, so there's a definite give and take with a lot of this.
Yeah.
Well, the side effects of not taking it are worse than the side effects of taking it.
Exactly.
That, benefits outweigh the curses.
I have to keep on telling myself. Even things that like I was watching my son at his MMA just practicing last week. I got all emotional and I'm like, oh, this is the prednisone. This is the prednisone. Because I was thinking about his progress and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna cry. And I was like, this is definitely the prednisone. Yay, great to see you. I learned how to cook for my dad. He was an army cook. I still can't make small meals. There's nothing wrong with that. Prednisone is a lifesaver. It's just I'm like red cheeked right now.
Prednisone gives him all the extra feels.
Oh, I'm telling you. See, but I had fun as a kid, so I know there's a difference between like there is a drug in my system that's making me emotional because it's opening up my lungs. I'm on a lung steroid, so I tell myself this is all just out of place. Like this is here because of your lung steroid. I know it won't be like this a week from now. It's a powdered thing. Oh, Bria's for asthma, but also CPOD. COPD. I invert that every single time I look at it.
It's CDO. It's OCD that's in alphabetical order.
Gold, not God.
Terry's comment, her daughter wants her to hem all of their jeans the way the original hems are, with the gold thread and all. Take them to a tailor, she said.
It's a weird pet peeve. I talked about this yesterday. Strangers walk up to me and ask me if I will do alterations on their husband's clothes. It's a weird pet peeve of mine. It is a weird, would you just walk up to somebody that hey, could you hem my pants?
No.
It's weird, and it happens all the time. It's more hobby. It's the Hobby Lobby crowd. Oh, good times.
You need to just make a patch, William, that says "I don't do alterations."
I like that.
And every time somebody asks you, you just point to the patch. You don't even open your mouth and say nothing. I like look while you point.
I love I call it tapping sign. I'll tap it. I have all kinds of patches. I'm like, I'm tapping the sign. I'm tapping the sign.
Oh, that's funny.
They ask often enough. Huh?
I'm reading Nancy's. You're not there yet.
My husband has been on 5 milligrams of prednisone for a year, trying to help with the side effects from Keytruda. I know how to say that because I've seen the commercial a gajillion times.
The commercials are fantastic for teaching us how to pronounce the drug. Like that. I mean, that and like laughing at the multitude of side effects. What I never get over is that they tell you that if you're allergic to it, don't take it.
Oh, that kills me. My son always like when he sees a commercial like that, he'll walk out of the room because I start commenting. I'm like, when they start going through the side effects, I'm like, well, what good is this in the first place? Like, how is this any good at all? Why is this even a thing? Because I'll tell you, in the real world, the non-corporate world, if you presented a product that was 65% productive, they would take you up the market.
Mhm.
If you went to work at 65%, they'd send you home. Oh, literally. Oh,
Yes.
wow. They are. No, prednisone is no joke.
He's bipolar without all the fun with it.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst. And I noticed I've been on it for like 5 days now. I don't know, 6 or 7. I'm driving faster.
Yep.
That's why I was on my best behavior when I met somebody because I noticed how fast my driving has been lately.
You're a wonderful driver. You're a very good chauffeur.
Ollie, you're so funny.
I refuse to take any types of steroids. They've grabbed me. But today's my last day, so hopefully I'll do a Doctor Who marathon tonight and get some sewing done.
We'll know tomorrow morning.
It's a sad side effect. It is. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
You may cause head to fall off or instant death. Call physician immediately. Those commercials grab me. It's because I watch a lot of sporting events, and they come at hockey fans with at least on the American side.
They do. It's every sport. They do it with every sport. Football's bad too.
We joke in my house. Everyone on those commercials makes it look like it's a happy, joyful illness skipping through the meadow. Exactly. And then they read all the side effects. Exactly.
And I'm like, I look at those and I'm going, if they can do that, like if they can skip through the meadow, what illness do they actually have? Because they don't have what I have.
Okay, Nancy, I do. But as a man, I shall never know it. But yes, I do. I took 7th grade biology.
There might be an ulterior option there with all this laughing.
Well, in 6th grade, they separate the boys and the girls and make them watch the video.
Yeah,
we did that in my day. At least in my day.
Yeah, that's 5th grade here. Yeah, because it gets younger and younger. Like last year, I had a 2nd grader that was having her cycle.
Oh my gosh, that poor child.
No, a 4th grader. Sorry, a 4th grader.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not teaching 2nd grade anymore. Not teaching 2nd grade anymore. But no, I had a 4th grader, and she was on it. Even in 3rd grade. And it's just so I have emergency little packages for those little girls. I just feel bad. And then we have to have the talk, and it's so weird because I'm like, "Have you talked to your parents about this?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, here we go. You need to talk to your parents."
Oh my gosh.
I just tell them they're going to be okay and they're not dying. So,
Highlight that one more time.
William, you're going to be okay and you're not going to die.
You're not
out of this.
No.
And I have a 15-year-old boy who is low maintenance.
Yeah, at least you've never had to have like the girl talk. So,
well, I taught him self-sufficiency, and now I'm like, well, what do I do with money? What do I have? What do I do now? And he's so self-sufficient.
Yeah, but you're still guiding him.
Yeah, but he isn't putting up with men's.
MS, yes.
Now that's a t-shirt, patent pending. I like that. Illustrations in Tammy, the hallucinations in this video may not be yours. Use your caution. Consult your physician.
Right. Oh.
My mom never talked to me. I read the encyclopedia.
Oh.
I had brothers and sisters, and my father got Playboy magazine, and I would read the article. It was a different time. I grew up in the late 1980s. It was a different time. It was just a different time.
It was definitely a different time than today.
So I learned that, and like I learned from Flip Wilson, Andrew Dice Clay. My parents had records, and they would be like, "Don't listen to these records." What do you think I would do? I
Listen to
would
the
go and
records.
put them
Why even say that to me?
like,
It's like you're not attracted to them until they say something. And you're like,
It's like here's the golden ticket. You can't touch it.
Yeah.
And like, what are you gonna do? Really?
Well, they knew that I was listening because I would know all the punchlines. You know, they're like, "Aha, you were listening to that when I told you not to." It was even worse when the technology switched over to tapes.
Yeah.
But even by today's standards, those things weren't as like hardcore as the things that we try to shield our children from nowadays.
No. That or we're just a little jaded.
I agree with you on that. I totally agree with I know that I am jaded.
I know for a fact I am.
That's why I try to be optimistic, and I try to like have a sunny disposition because it's not that bad. At least what I tell myself daily.
It's not as bad as when I was a kid. So, Jess, how many hours of sleep did you actually get?
Last night?
Yeah. Because you haven't had any sleep today, have you? Since you got up? Yeah.
No. What time did I go to bed?
My time or your time?
Eastern time.
We're
close to 2, probably.
We're either still awake or way asleep, depending on what time it is, compared to East Coast time.
Hold on, I can tell you in a moment. No, I can't. No, I can't tell you.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Judy. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great
3.5 hours.
Yeah, good night, Judy.
And don't feel bad. I fall asleep in all kinds of live streams, and because it's relaxing, people are hanging out and talking, and you get comfortable.
He even fell asleep in my live stream, Judy.
When I relax my spine, all bets are off. I can when my spine is relaxed, I can fall asleep in like 2 seconds.
If he can fall asleep in my live, then you're good.
I grew up seeing the Vietnam War on the news. It was bad. I think that was yeah, definitely. I still remember the troubles in the UK because I was school age, and you would see kids being escorted by the army, like school age kids. I have a keyring that says I have PMS and a gun. Excuse
I want that keychain.
You have something to say, Nancy? We're gonna get you a patch that says that.
She needs to just send me the keychain or send me another one, just like that. I totally need that.
Goodbye. Nope.
Sometimes I feel like my vests are warning to people, like, I'm not gonna put up with your games.
I get to work on my bags on Wednesday. I'm so excited. Judy fell asleep in mine live too.
The 5th graders came in, and the girls were laughing. The boys looked, and they were going to throw up. I knew they watched the things to the video. Heck yeah, the video. I remember that. I fell asleep to yours too, Tammy. Don't let the bugs by. Whoever thought that was okay to say? I did that with Phoenix Stream. She was late, told the kitty to go, and fell asleep. Woke up, and the video was over.
Yeah.
It's because it's relaxing, especially Phoenix with that treadle. That'll put me out.
Oh, I've done that with her. I went to lay down and just listening to it, I fell asleep for a half hour.
I lived on a British-based tanks would roll down the street. That's crazy. I remember watching it on TV as a kid and being like, I'm the same age as these kids. And I actually know somebody who is still in America. She was brought here as a child because there was so much drama in her neighborhood in Ireland.
Oh.
And she's still here.
I'm almost done trimming half the quilt.
So you're trimming up your blocks right now?
Yeah. I haven't started pulling those down yet, but the other 16,
Yeah.
I still had them down anyway. So I'm starting with them.
It's going to look beautiful. Well, I finished going around my friendship star once. Now I'm trying to figure out if I just want to go around it again or if I want to do something different. But
the train's loud tonight.
Yeah, I was just about to say the train's going by your house.
Yep.
I love that. I love that. That happens in my town too. I love that sound.
I do too, but it's louder than it normally is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's louder. Maybe the sky is clear enough at the moment.
I have weird dreams. Like every Sunday for years I used to watch The Walking Dead. And I had to I would watch it and then watch the replay. I would fall asleep to it. Every Sunday I had nightmares. Then I was wandering around a post-apocalyptic world. It was me and Carol. I'm not kidding you. I had at least 3 dreams with her. And we were like we built a fort, like Fort Sumner. It was all wood.
Oh.
They were like, oh, your engineering skills are amazing. Oh, so I had to stop falling asleep to that show. I had to. It was messing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for reference, that train is the train tracks. It's going to take me about 2 miles to drive to it, but that's because I can't go straight from, it's not a straight shot.
Yeah.
No worries, Nancy.
My dream would be a great sci-fi movie or thriller. No leaves on the trees.
Mm. Yeah.
I have an insomnia. When I sleep, my nightmares same. And for me, it's certain foods because I love spicy food. But I notice if I eat something extremely spicy before I go to bed, I have a nightmare every time. Every time.
Good night, Susan.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Susan. Does anything do that to you?
Oh yeah. I can't watch certain TV shows or certain movies or whatever. Otherwise, I'm actually scared to fall asleep because my brain won't shut off thinking about it.
I'm very much like that. Sometimes that makes me wonder if that's the reason why I watch Doctor Who and Star Trek over and over, because I know nothing too nefarious is gonna sneak up on me.
Terry says her dad would have a nightmare when he had cheesecake. Yeah.
Wow. I spend time in Wisconsin, and so I have this weird cheesecake love.
I can make cheesecake.
I'll eat Gouda. I'll eat from the stinkiest cheese to the sharpest cheese. I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake.
Do you prefer plain cheesecake and then adding your toppings?
As long as it has a graham cracker crust, sign me up.
Okay.
I can make cheesecake. I won't eat it, but I can make it.
That's a very good point. I actually do like plain cheesecake. I could eat cheesecake by itself with nothing on it. That's how much I like it. I never thought about it like that. I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to certain things. Other things, I'll add sauce.
Yeah, when I make cheesecake or if I make it for people, I just make a cheesecake bar. So it's like I'll just put all the toppings on the side because everyone wants something a little different. And then I just make a plain cheesecake. It's good.
That sounds amazing. Now I'm craving cheesecake.
Well, you can come to North Carolina. Maybe by the time you get here, it'll be ready for you. Come on, Tammy. Oh, no, you don't eat cheesecake, but I can make something else. What do you like, Tammy?
I like pavlovas.
Pavlov. I've never made it.
It's meringue, and you top it with fruit and whipped cream.
Oh, that sounds. I mean, yeah, I knew what it was. I've never made it, but I'm pretty sure I could figure it out. Give me a piping bag.
Gary, I've had insomnia my whole life. I think it's because of my breathing, but I just have not. I have not been able to like. I go in weird cycles, and I truly think my body just shuts down. It's like, okay, you need sleep. Like we will force you to.
Oh, Katie.
What movie that this day gives me a nightmare, black and white movie. The Birds. I love The Birds. I have The Birds. I love that movie.
Come on, Ollie. We'll make it.
Cherry cheesecake. Absolutely. There's all kinds of movies that used to scare me. Have you ever seen Children of the Corn?
Yes.
That movie, man.
I had nightmares after that.
That movie got me, and they have one on eBay. That got me when I was a kid. I still don't like a lot. I go back. I've seen a lot of these movies. They're all cheesy now, but when I was a kid, I was like hiding behind the couch, peeking over, looking at it. Like,
Gremlins.
You know what? I loved that movie, but that was another one. I loved Gremlins, but it scared me as a
Water
kid.
After Midnight. Oh, that scared me.
You know, the movie Hellraiser scared me. I went back to watch it as an adult. It's cheesy.
I love this one.
I try to avoid music near bedtime. Last time I had Sweet Home Alabama going through my head forever.
Yes.
So I actually do play music, and I put my phone on with music on it and put it underneath my pillow so that my husband can't hear it because he can't hear that, that range. So I put it under my pillow so he can't hear it. So I sleep with music.
I used to make cheesecake for my husband's company. I once made one with Jägermeister in it. It was the first to be eaten.
That sounds tempting.
Do you know what movie? There's a bunch of movies. Which one has Norman Bates in it?
Is it Bates Motel?
No. We're showing our age. Oh, it's I can't believe.
I have no idea. I don't want.
It's just when you realize in the movie, like when you realize, like, and plus the way he says "mother" always scared me. Great movie, Gordon.
I don't watch all of this stuff.
I'm very Hollywood and didn't realize it until I started meeting people around the country. I love movies. There's a movie museum in my hometown. Like they filmed. I was watching Knight Rider, and the car did a total U-turn over by in my grandma's old neighborhood in 1980 something.
Oh,
It's just like I've always been surrounded by the Hollywood industry, and the funny thing is, that's a political discussion I will not get into. But the Hollywood industry isn't necessarily like just all the actors and stuff. It's the people behind it.
Yeah. Everybody's saying Psycho. Is that the movie?
Yes. Thank you. Everybody's in the chat is like, William, it's Psycho. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you just have to put a call out. Somebody out there is going to know.
Mother, because I was raised by senior citizens, I grew up watching black and white movies, and these movies terrified me as a child. Psycho scared me as a child. The music and everything. Oh, that's so funny. Right now, if I was to call my mother and say, "Mother," she'd hang up the phone on me. She hates that tone. Are you competing with what came on first, or grass?
Hmm.
My 12-year-old decided he wanted his hair cut. I did that with Isaiah. The day he was like, I want to shave my head, I was like, oh, okay, let's go get the clippers right now. I did not give him an option.
You're not gonna back out of this one, boy. Yeah.
Well, I felt sorry for him because I started balding at like 16 and he started balding at 15.
Oh no.
And it's just the like, yeah, it's balding. It's natural though. It happens to every single person in my family. That, you know what? Freddy Krueger did scare me as a child.
Mm. And supposedly Freddy Krueger was based off of a town of Potsdam, New York, which is about an hour and a half away from me when I was growing up.
He's a hardcore sci-fi actor, and it's weird because that is his face. So whenever you see him on something, he'll walk out. He'll be like the sheriff, and you're like, dude, the sheriff's Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Like, I feel sorry for him. Him and the father from Family Ties was typecast because of the movie Tremors. He always played the same character. I felt sorry for him because he was a good actor, and then he became a sci-fi actor. There was a time I was super into movie special effects. I just found out, I was watching an interview, and Babylon 5, the show I watch all the time, was filmed in an old an air-conditioned factory.
Oh, was it really?
In Culver City. It like, it looks all technologically advanced. Man, it was in the middle of an industrial area. And they said there was a fire drill and no, it was an earthquake drill. And the earthquake happened. They all had to walk out of the building in all their makeup and everything. And all the other businesses walked out and they were like, I wonder what these guys are doing over there. You know, like,
I can just imagine. That's hilarious.
I just as many times as Freddy. You know, I made this weird green and off. It was this really weird off pink shirt, and everybody said it was my Freddy Krueger shirt. I loved that thing. Everyone was like, "That's Freddy Krueger."
You still have it?
I do. I throw nothing away, especially my.
You have no.
I know.
Probably in the shadow box somewhere.
I ask because you know somebody in the chat's going to ask. So I'm just saving the chat people from having to use their fingers so that I can do another giveaway type thing. They can rest until
William ever throw anything away?
No.
I love Edward Scissorhands. I love Tim Burton movies.
Yeah,
they're always have loved that movie. I like movies that are so abstract. I'm concentrating on the entire movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas is Tim Burton in it, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
I cannot tell you how long it took me to get Tom to watch it because he falls asleep during musicals.
I have this weird tradition. A long time ago, I took Isaiah to the theater. Like in Hollywood, they have all different types of old time theaters, but they'll play a movie and have actors come out.
Oh, cool.
And so every year we watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
Aww.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Good times.
So I don't remember if Tom's ever actually gotten through the whole thing before, but for one Christmas or birthday, I don't remember which, he got me a water globe that's Nightmare Before Christmas and has both of our names on it.
Oh,
that's so sweet. He knows I love that movie. And it still creeps me out.
I agree with that, Laura. I'd rather watch stuff that makes me laugh.
I still watch what's it called? Forget Paris with Billy Crystal. I cry at the end of the movie every time. And I've seen that movie 100 times.
Yeah.
If I watch something while I'm sewing, like if I watch a movie while I'm sewing, I put on some kind of Hallmark something or other. because it's so predictable.
Mhm.
It's just, this girl
Yeah.
has to be single and in some kind of crisis,
Oh,
or the
yeah.
guy has to be
Same.
single in some kind of crisis, and they have to have some kind of love connection already to some third party. And
Always.
this crisis puts more strain on their relationship,
Yeah.
and they've got to fall in love with each other, but they have to fight against falling in love with each other,
Yeah.
so that there's only one kiss and it's at the very end of the movie.
You
Oh.
just described every Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not even just all the Christmas movies, William. It is every single Hallmark movie out there.
Every one of them.
I don't want to be scared. Like, that's real though. No, I like what Laura and Terry are saying. That's real. I don't intentionally go out seeking things to I'm like that with music as well. I do not listen to sad music. I know that's weird. I do not. I listen to a lot of really happy music. There's a lot of black metal I stopped listening to. And I noticed that when I stopped listening to Slayer in my car, I stopped getting speeding tickets. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I'm not even saying that's science. I tested it.
It is science. Did you know that when you go into the grocery store, or if you've got the Muzak system in Walmart too, like if you can even hear it over the crowd, like if you go in, they play slower music during slower times of the day.
Yes.
To encourage you to hang out and shop longer and stay in the store longer and buy more things. And then busier times of the day, they play more upbeat music to help you move along and get out of the store so that they can put more people in the store. It is scientifically proven that it works. So when you walk in someplace, if the music is upbeat,
Yeah.
then they are, happy to help you and get you out of there quickly.
Oh, absolutely.
And if it's slow, they're intending for you to stay there for a while and get lost.
Called Even Cowgirls Get the Blues. Do you know? I think I might have seen that. I'm gonna have to look that up. I think I've seen that. My English daughter's horse named Tiny was in the movie. I love horses named Tiny. Oh, I like the thought that I would have gone into The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that movie. I'm so biased towards that movie. I forced my son to like it. I remember looking at him when he was little. I'm like, okay, he likes it. Good. We can come back next year.
Oh.
I love Hallmark. There's all kinds of stuff I watch. I watch a ton of sci-fi. I watch a lot of 60s, 70s, and 80s Doctor Who. And even Star Trek, they're non-violent compared to like today's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Their
version of violence was, a fake slap that like knocks everybody out.
I watch a ton of old British cop dramas like Inspector Wexford. I watch Inspector Morris. In the 80s, they outlawed guns, so their shows reflect that. At the end of every show, there's like they start talking fast. There's a car chase, and the guy's like, "Okay, I give up." I love those. I love those old school. Tiny was a 17.5.
Not a tiny horse.
Oh, Roseanne Barr rode the horse. Oh.
Have you seen the movie Secretariat?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I
Did
have.
you know that the lady that's portrayed in the movie is actually in the movie?
No.
Like
I don't think so. I think I knew that.
Yeah. During the last horse race, she is actually an extra in the stands.
Interesting.
So I do have to limit my Hallmark movie watching because then it gets me all sappy and romantic.
Yeah.
But I do watch it when I'm sewing because I know it's going to happen, even if I've never seen it before. So that's why I watch it when I'm sewing, if I want to watch movies.
My husband
I
loves
mean,
sci-fi.
I'm the same
I know.
way.
I love sci-fi too, Laura Sup. Have you ever watched Warehouse 13? Yes. I miss that show that is not on TV anymore.
I think I have seen that. I think I've seen, or at least part of it.
That
I
was
think.
one of those shows that was just kind of always on in the background. I miss the old Sci-Fi Channel when they had good, decent programming.
I think my stepkids were watching that. Is that like, maybe 2010, 2011?
Yeah, they were fine. They were
Okay.
like, they would, old, like they would look for like Joan of Arc's chest plate or like, it was always some weird artifact that had some obscure power. It was sci-fi. I love stuff like that. And
That's probably where I've seen it then.
TNT also had a series called The Librarian with Noah Wiley.
Okay.
I loved that series. When I'm going, I tend to have TV on Netflix, like Supernatural or SWAT or something along that lines. I love a good marathon.
Yeah.
I have every DVD you could possibly think of. So like I go on full runs of shows. Like I'll start from the first episode. I recently did that with Star Trek. I bought Star Trek Discovery, the entire series, because it got canceled. I'm about to do that with Lower Decks. I never thought I would like a cartoon, but I fell in love with that show.
I have the entire DVD series of the original Charmed.
Awesome.
And I will, like, if there is a Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter movie marathon, I will absolutely put that on.
Heck yeah.
Because you get up during commercial breaks and then you come back and, you're continuing your movie marathon while you're sewing. And by the time that you're done with something.
I started rewatching the newer movies, and I like how I could put them on in the morning and not be done until the late evening with those movies. With The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
Hunger Games too. I can like rewatch Hunger Games so many times. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I could totally see how they film all those Hallmark movies in Canada because it's beautiful and it's snowing.
They actually film it during the summertime, William. That snow is always fake.
Bubbles.
If you look at their breath, there's never any like mist from their breath.
Oh, it's so funny. You're right now you're telling me Santa Claus isn't real.
No, it's not that it's not real. I mean, well, Hallmark.
I loved The Librarian. Laura Sup, I loved that show. I know, Pam, my angles are back. Pam remembers when I used to actually sew on stream.
Oh, do not waste your time with Riverdale. I've watched all of Riverdale and I can second that. Like at one point the Riverdale series just goes down. Like it gets just weird.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you. I'm in my flower era. Has anyone watched Once? No, I haven't.
I love Once. Oh, that's like Once Upon a Time, isn't it? Right? Is that the right Once? Please tell me that that's right Once.
I've never seen Riverdale either. I see people wearing the shirts. They have like fake biker shirts. Son even. My ex-wife got my son one. I've never seen that show before.
Riverdale is Archie and Veronica and Betty, those comic strips.
Yeah, I used to read them as a kid.
Yeah, it's a spin-off of those comic strips. Like I never read the comic strips, but if I had read it, Riverdale is going to take you on some really weird, kind of like Stranger Things kind of path.
Okay,
like it's a twist.
It's one of those weird things because people are shocked when I say I haven't seen anything because I'm an avid TV watcher. But is it on Netflix?
Yeah, or it was.
I've kind of retired from Netflix. I let my mom take that account over. It's now all British British people.
Yeah, because you can't do two account, or the account used at two different residences, I don't think anymore.
Oh yeah, I logged it in. I still pay for it, but it's logged in her house and everything.
Yeah.
She called me. She's like, "What's the code? What's the code?"
Oh my gosh. So Terry, yes, I loved that series. Oh my gosh. Once is based in a town called Storybrooke.
Yeah, I watched that whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
It was.
I was
So sad when it
glued.
stopped.
Riverdale is still on Netflix. There's 7 seasons. So if you wanted to watch it, William, it is still there.
Looks like the serger needs some help. It decided to not surge. That was weird.
I was fixing the sergers in that sewing lab. I've got 4 that are fine, and then I've got it. There's a standout Janome, and I cannot get the tension right on it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
They're frustrating when they go. They say goodbye. Like sergers are so frustrating. But I always will say, start with some patience.
Well, I started with some patience. Like I set it aside and came back to it. But like I had to crank all of the tension all the way up to 9 on all of them. And then like it still wasn't. And everything was seated. Like all the thread was seated in the tension discs. So that may be the next one to go to the local service guy. Because I'm not taking it apart.
See? It just needed some tweed to get it back into gear. They miss each other. The tweed and the serger miss each other.
They did.
No, this is really slick material.
Yeah.
This is I call it kimono material because I have no other better explanation.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's really slick.
It's like silk, but it's silky, but it's not actual silk.
Yeah.
Ladies' pajamas, maybe?
I'm making a cape. I made a jacket, and everybody called it my Hugh Hefner coat. But then because he was canceled, it started a firestorm when I made that because people were commenting about him, and I was like, I just made a coat. I'm sorry, it's loungewear. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. I wasn't even around in the 70s. Oh.
The material you're talking about, William, is it like ladies like sleep material?
It's synthetic tweed. It is extremely fine. I learned so much about tweed last year. I could take everyone on a tour.
Oh my gosh.
Machine spun tweed. I could go Forrest Gump with my popcorn shrimp, cocktail shrimp.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
It's like a wannabe set. I don't even know. That's why I keep the tags. Somewhere around here, there's a tag with the actual technical name.
It could be actual lining material. Lining material is very slick
and I have a repurposing attitude where I think I can repurpose anything. Even when Look at the Trees was like, oh, I made all this stuff out of a fire hose. I went straight to my job and realized how hard it is to work with fire. That next day I went and I was digging in the old bin and I'm like, oh, these are ancient. I couldn't put a sewing machine, even an industrial, through this one.
You can get a leather working machine through it.
That is true. You just have to strip a lot of the inside, the core out.
Yeah.
A lot of it has it's cord. A lot of it is just braided pieces on top of each other over and over and over again. Try this. Let's try this again.
I have made so much progress. I've got 3 rows left to do. 12 blocks.
That's exciting. It always feels so like accomplished when you get everything trimmed up.
Because I still have to figure out what borders I'm doing. Because that is not set yet.
Yeah, I usually wait to put the whole top up and then I'll start.
Oh, whoops, wrong angle.
Borders.
There we go. There we go. There's the first wing.
I love that. It's gorgeous.
So, for all the people who watch this, there is a work in progress going on. No, I'm gonna finish this tonight because once I finish the wings part, it's literally just attaching it to the back. That's all it is.
That's not bad.
And like I'm a professional collar maker at this point. I've made so many collars in my life.
Yeah, you got the angles down.
I'm back. I'm back to my I feel like my so-called life again with all my camera angles.
Yeah.
I used to sit here and I would get that wide angle and just rant. And people are like, maybe he's sewing, maybe he's pinning, maybe he's doing something. Oh,
I need to pull out my coat that I made and show you.
FUBAR.
I need to fix it.
FUBAR means something in the biker world that means. Oh my gosh, that saying. I wouldn't even wear a patch that says that. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. I loved. There was a lot of movies. I can't remember what that movie was. The one with Jamie Lee Curtis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Where, oh, I can't remember. Where his wife doesn't know that her husband's a spy, and she finds out. Son had a bell. I'm Hollywood. I've seen a million movies.
I mean, I've seen it too. I can't recall the name of it.
That's amazing, Sheila. My son had a belt made out of old fire hose. It was cool. That's definitely something I want to. I watch other people and I get inspired. I watch other people and I'm like, part of it is a lot of the time I'm like, I can do that, but in more of a practical sense, I'm like, can I do that? Or do I have the ability to do that? Oh, thank you.
Yes, you have the ability.
Thank you. It's True Lies. Thank you. It is. It's the movie. I love. Yes, where they were spies. Yeah. I love that movie. Thank you. I wish I could watch Heartland on Netflix here in Greenland. I forgot. There was a bunch of shows I used to watch in Canada, and something happened where I can't watch any of them anymore. I need a new VPN. I know what means. The movie is True Lies. It's the same kind of series. Oh, I love stuff like that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that, Laura. True Lies, so good. Absolutely. And I think also I'm biased from that era when we're talking about True Lies. I think I'm really biased towards that entire era. And because it's so sad because of YouTube, it allows me to be nostalgic. Like I was watching the opening to the 92 Oscars and I was like, I have to stop watching this. Because I could name every single famous person. Every single one, because those were my movie stars.
Yeah. When
I was a kid, I haven't figured out how to put a VPN on my Samsung TV. Oh, it drives me crazy. And I also watched So Fierce in Canada. I never know who won season 2. They're probably on like season 4 or 5 by now. A new VPN would not help. It still blocks. Something happened where I watched. It got to the point where I was watching. Where is it? Hamilton's news. Their local news. And then my VPN, something happened where I couldn't watch Canadian TV anymore. It was just interesting to me because it was, it was so far away that like to me it was just like watching the BBC,
Like when the Hurricanes play, like when they play at home, I have to change my VPN so that I can watch them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because she lives too close. It's a blackout.
Oh
NFL,
my god.
So whenever they get
NFL
home,
and college
I
do it
change
clear.
my VPN. I mean, I can share the app that we use.
They did it here. I'm still mad the fact that I couldn't watch the Hurricanes play the Dallas Stars. I'm still mad about that.
Yeah,
How does that
because
affect you?
so like
Why?
when
I think the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks, and the Dallas Stars are owned by
Oh yeah,
Disneyland.
you said they're owned by the same people.
It's
Okay.
Disneyland. It definitely is. But there's a weird TV rights, and so they're on the same channel. So when I'm watching the Ducks, they have Dallas Stars people in the opening and Ducks people in the opening because you don't know what team. They don't know which team is. It's just some cheesy opening.
Yeah, I get it. Well, but yeah, Dustin showed me how to change VPN so that when he's not around, I can still figure out how to get the Canes on TV.
Oh man, that would bother me. This year I found out something about myself. Like I watch a lot of hockey, and when the Ducks are on, I'll put it on TV. Well, they'll say, okay, put it on ESPN. They won't let me watch it. I'm like, that's not even my team. They won't let me. Oh, it bothers me.
I wonder if they're gonna do that when the Olympics come to LA.
Have a
If you're not gonna be able to
night.
catch the Olympics.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
No, I don't think they're gonna. They wouldn't block out the Olympics.
We'll be able to watch it live.
Yeah,
Like
they just want you to go to the hockey games and to pay to be there, and if you live that close.
The only cool thing about the Olympics being here is that I know that when they say event is at 5:00, that it's actually at 5:00, not at like 2:45 in the morning, or like, especially like when they're doing this international thing with hockey. I like it because it's gonna be on the NHL network, so it'll be times that we can actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great night, Nancy. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Good night, Nancy.
I guess that's why I bought a huge Roku for all my TVs. I have a Roku TV right here next to me.
I haven't thought about Roku in forever.
I have 3 of them, giant ones in my house.
Oh, look at you being all prehistoric.
This one right here, the Babylon 5 one, that is a Roku. Oh, that's funny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, give him a thumbs up on the way out, y'all.
So are you coming down from the high of a road to California or what?
Yeah.
You ready for next year? What's next year's theme?
They haven't put it out yet. But as soon as I know, I'll let you know.
What was this year's theme?
Poppies.
Oh, okay.
And then the year before that was Prince.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Prince was 2024.
There's purple stuff everywhere.
California website. The wall that when we saw it in the back with the poppies, it's all Prince. It's purple.
I bet it would. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing looking.
A person I know was streaming from Paris, and she bought 18-year-old Coca-Cola. Couldn't believe the prices. LA is not too far behind than Paris. Stuff is so expensive here, you'd be surprised. That's why when I hear people griping about eggs, I hate to break it to you, we've been paying that price the entire time. We've been paying the high price that people are like, and I'm not saying it's a good thing.
No, it is definitely not a good thing. Nobody should be priced out of things like that.
Oh, I know my power.
Okay, so it wasn't mine. Okay.
If my internet kicks out, it's because it's rebooting.
No.
Let me turn off the lights in here. Oh man. My entire house jumped and my TV turned off.
Mm.
We're having major power issues. So I would not be surprised.
I had my computer reboot during one of my lives. It bumped me off and had to come and start a whole new life.
That was weird. Oh man, the power's gonna go out. Every time the power goes out, I watch my son go through real life withdrawals.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I hang out. I have I can make food right now. We can go camping in my backyard. We can hang out with the raccoon. I have emergency lights and everything. But my son always freaks out when the power goes out. He's like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "We're gonna do that old school thing and hang out with each other and talk to each other."
We're gonna play cards and sing Kumbaya.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Every time.
Does he know Kumbaya yet?
Yes, he does. It's because I play the acoustic, so he knows every annoying song on earth.
Hey, you can have a vendor you can be a vendor next year.
I just paid $12 for eggs. We pay on average 10 to 11.
Who needs to be a
Are you
vendor? William?
serious?
Yes, every time. That's why you don't make mistakes with eggs in California.
I would have my own chickens. I
And
couldn't.
and if you think about it, I live near nothing but farmland, and we've been paying that price forever. We've been paying higher because they ship all of our food and to other places.
Yeah,
I pay
it's not all so local.
for 18.
I think I'm gonna have to get my own chicken. Yeah, the prices are crazy. I just recently went shopping, and like everything's gone up except for coffee. You know what? I have to say this. I have to on my life. Starbucks has not changed their price in 5 or 6 from the beginning of the pandemic. I buy the same coffee, the same espresso. They have not changed their price.
I went to a Starbucks. Yeah, I went to a Starbucks when I was there, and I was like, "Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready," because I get a venti Americano. It's $4.95 in North Carolina, and they said that'd be $4.90, and they rang it up to $4.95, and I was like, "The prices haven't changed."
Thank you. I've collected an army. I call it my fleet of sewing machines. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sorry, Coach.
Yeah, it's
There's only
fine.
one reason for eggs. My old cat has no teeth. Give them eggs and sardines. I'll hang out with your cat, Rita. I like eggs and sardines.
I'll hang out with the eggs, not the sardines.
There's a pizza place up from my house. Every once in a while I'll call and I'll say, do you guys have anchovies? They're like, yes, William, we know it's you. Because you were the only person. We have anchovies waiting for you because you're the only person who asked for that.
Yeah.
The guy literally said my name last time. He's like, William. I'm like, oh no, I have a reputation. I love anchovies on my pizza. It's worth getting a Costco. Oh,
there was like some commercial where the kid is in drive-through and wants to. I think it was a commercial. They want to place an order, and the person on the other end of the speaker is arguing with them because they already know what they're going to order. And the kid's like, "No, but we already know what you want. Just go ahead and pull forward. This is the same thing as the last 3 times you've been here."
That's me. I do not deviate. Especially when it comes to breakfast. If you have breakfast, I will order the same thing. Costco, actually, you know what's really funny? I need to dust off my Costco membership. I do have a Costco membership. It's on the complete opposite end of town.
I don't even have a Costco in decent driving distance.
Oh.
We have Sam's Club, but no Costco.
I get all my paper products and things from there because it's just cheaper all around.
Yeah, we do that with Sam's Club.
I like going to Costco by my house just because they feed you.
Oh, I know. You have to go during those times during the day.
Oh,
I try to avoid Saturday. Tuesday nights are really nice.
I used to do Wednesday shopping. I'd drop the kid off at school and I'd go on a Wednesday. I would leave full.
Why not?
My husband wanted to get a chicken. We live in a neighborhood that is classified as a mini farm. I told him, no way I'm cleaning chicken shit.
It's really not that bad.
Oh, around here, everyone has roosters. I thought it was an LA thing, but I hear them all over. Like,
oh yeah, I hear Big Red when I go for a walk with Flash in the morning. So
you know what's really funny? I didn't start going to Starbucks, and well, I a long time ago, someone told me all you drink is coffee. Stop drinking. I used to drink really cheap coffee. Someone told me like invest in your habit. So I started buying better coffee. The only pizza I rejected was anchovy pizza. I love anchovies. Okay, I'm spoiled. I was like 10 minutes from my house. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Sheila.
Style.
I'm not cleaning up after chickens.
Mm.
I would hate my job. Love the Java chip. I'm addicted to stuff like that. When they started combining coffee and milkshakes, you couldn't keep me on the farm. I don't buy in volume, but my daughter will order stuff. You know what's funny? I buy in volume. I do because I don't want to go back, especially when it comes to certain things like paper towels, toilet paper. I just don't want to go back.
Yeah.
I've had a chicken up to 12, but roosters not allowed.
Yeah.
Some roosters around here can't have roosters inside of them.
Yeah, the roosters are would keep you up or wake you up.
Yeah, there'd be 2:00 in the morning. If he saw a little bit of light, he was crowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have a great night, Alibaba. Thank you so much for stopping
by. Good night, Ollie.
Good night, Ollie.
Here, like I used to live
in my evidence.
I lived in a really historic neighborhood called MacArthur Park literally in the heart of Los Angeles. I used to go to this one laundromat that was on a hill. In the morning, you would hear all the roosters waking up. That is a residential area. It is no farmland around there, but everybody had a rooster in their backyard.
Yeah.
And chickens as well.
Well, you typically only have one rooster because the roosters will fight.
Oh, I missed that. It was weird because I used to I've always been a third shift person, so I operate in weird hours, and I miss the 24-hour-a-day world.
I miss 24-hour-a-day Walmart. It's like 2:00 in the morning when you can't sleep.
Oh, absolutely.
Just go walk around Walmart.
We have a place called Tommy's here, and they used to be open 24 hours a day. They put chili on everything, on your burgers, on your fries. I miss that place. I absolutely miss it. I haven't gone ever since they changed their hours.
Yeah.
That was like one of the things Tom and I did. Like that was our romantic time because we were just like, okay, we're both awake. Nobody else is. Let's go to Walmart.
Rita, I totally understand this. I left my I walked away from my family for 11 years for this very reason. Got tired of being a farmhand. Got tired of it. That I totally feel that one. Did you ever drink fresh milk out of the cow? I have. I did. Yeah. School took us on a field trip on a dairy farm. I still remember it. Nowadays, people do that. When someone does that, I think they're just trying to show off. I see people do it all the time. Donna Summer sing a song about MacArthur Park. You know what? She might have. She might have. MacArthur Park, it was beautiful. I had a great experience. A lot of people have terrible things to say about Los Angeles. I had such a great experience living in that neighborhood. They treated me so well, and they fed me. I think it's because I was so skinny. They were like, "Oh, I don't know. That guy needs some rice and beans." We can have horses, chickens, goats, sheep, but no cows or pigs. We have a very loud. De Leon.
She meant donkey.
Oh, donkey. Okay. Donkeys are. Have you ever heard a whale song on the ocean?
No.
Do you know how loud it is? It's surreal almost when you hear a whale song. It is. It's deafening. Well, if you're close,
Yeah. No, I've never heard it. I mean, on TV, yes, but
it literally will rumble. Like there's, because they're massive animals,
yeah.
But
Well, how amazing.
MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. All the sweet green icing is flowering down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think. Donna Summer did write a song about MacArthur Park. I bet she lived there in its heyday. Donna Summer sang it the best. I loved living in MacArthur Park. I loved. And still to this day, they have this one taco stand that had the greatest hamburgers ever. I know they don't go together. But I ordered a hamburger and I'm like, why is this the greatest hamburger I've ever had in my life? And it's always at a hole in the wall place where you get the best food. Oh man, I miss that neighborhood. They would make tacos like back then. They would make you food and you got it how you got it. It was so spicy at the first time I ate it, it made my mouth go numb. So I had to learn to tell them, could you turn the spice down a little bit? I'm new to the neighborhood. Absolutely, that is. Yes, I was super loud. But oh, that's awesome. Have you seen the documentary about the whale they called 52 Megahertz? When I was a kid, my dad worked for NASA, Rocketdyne, and Boeing. So we spent a lot of time near the ocean whenever the space shuttles would come crashing down near my house.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the time they'd crash up north or towards Mexico. It's always that sweet spot. But a lot of the times they ended up, he'd be like, get in the car. And it's a spectacle to see them picking up the capsule and everything. Or when there's a space shuttle out in the middle of the ocean, Good times.
Well, I bet it was.
What time?
I said I bet it was good times.
All right. We came, we saw, we shablammed. We've been going for 2 hours.
Yay. That's not bad.
My favorite place was days where I lived. When I lived in Baltimore, I would drive to Queens, New York, and there were 3 tiny tables, restaurant, amazing food. That's what I'm saying. Like places like that are just unforgettable. This place was literally a door and then the chairs. You'd walk in a door and there was chairs, and then there was another door, and you'd order your food. All right, so Tammy, do you have anything you'd like to shill or anything you'll be doing in the future?
We're live tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Everybody, please go watch the Siberian Wind. Is it at 5 o'clock? West
6 Mountain.
6 Mountain time.
So 5 Pacific. And then I have a pattern coming up in February, a freebie pattern. So I'll tell you guys more about that tomorrow night.
Family-owned restaurants are the best. I'm actually still friends with owners of. There's a restaurant we get catered for everything, and I'm actually friends with them. So, Twin, do you have anything you'd like to shill? I love. You look like Liza Minnelli, and that you got to do some jazz hands or something with that. Like, I'm loving your coat.
Well, it might have to make a second appearance in a couple months. I can't keep wearing it. I mean, I'm going to continue the Civil War series that I have going on.
Awesome.
And then a couple shorts might come out. But, then I'm going to start. I really got to get comfortable in this whole live thing. So I'm working on it. So just please bear with me with all of my issues.
You did great. You had over 200 views. People want to see you. I peaked. People want to see you. I told you.
Looked at it because I'm just like, I didn't like it.
It's over 200.
I was so exhausted, and I probably shouldn't have done it, but I was like, well, no, we got to do the trifecta.
That's YouTube. That's me every time I go hit that live button. Like, oh, should I really do this? Yes.
So
you did great. You did great. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
So Sunday I'm going to go back at 9, but the next following Sunday I'm going to start at 8:00. So
you're going to go 2 hours before mine?
Yeah. Well, I'm only going to go an hour. So mine's just going to be power hour. That's it. Boom, gone. Like I can't, so then I have like a little bit of leeway in case I'm doing something and I won't run over on your time. Okay. Because, I don't really like bookmarks, but I have to give myself like bookends. I really do.
And I'm telling you, like, do what you love. I used to come on here and make full coats. I would come on here and like, do what you love to do. You did great. You're over in Nicole because you were tired. I think you're like,
well, my type A brain too.
You do. You are. You're a fighter pilot.
But I do have a guest that will be coming on with me soon. I just got to talk to that friend that we've never seen before.
Yay! I know who it is. Yay!
I can't wait. So, yep.
Well, Twin, you did great on your live. You did absolutely, and thank you for letting me be on your channel. You're absolutely
first guest.
Yay!
First of many, hopefully.
There you go.
Who wants to see me? Look I'm wearing a sparkly jacket.
Like your attitude. I like your attitude. That's how I feel when I'm wearing spy. Who could stop me? I'm shining right now. Who can stop me?
I need a coach. I need somebody to be my coach.
We can reverse coach it.
Okay.
I got the voice. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Hit the crease. Hit the crease. I can give you all the hockey terms and everything.
I understand hockey.
Put the biscuit in the basket. The Sunday after next will be the Super Bowl. I know. I always forget it to every.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna skip that Sunday. I'm not gonna go. Well,
so
I want to watch.
You'll get a ton of views actually because most SOAS are going to not be watching.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be watching.
I go live every Super Bowl Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, I will be. I'm going live 10 a.m. that morning. That's gonna be my freebie pattern.
Awesome.
And then I will still do my 2-hour starting at 8 my time again. Mm-hmm. So I'll be live at 9 a.m. your time on Super Bowl Sunday.
What time is the Super Bowl at?
It starts at 3:00 West Coast time every year.
Yeah. So it's 6:00 my time.
Yeah.
No matter what, it is 3:00 on the West Coast.
I didn't know. I didn't know if it was at the same time every year.
Or 3:30, depending on where it is.
Yeah. It's usually like 3.5 hours long.
See, Rita doesn't do foosball.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends. It all depends.
You're loved. You are loved.
You know the people that I deal with.
I will be back at it on Wednesday. Seriously, I want to thank you guys. I have been under the weather for the past week, but I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing, everybody who's been watching my videos. I see you and I appreciate you. You guys make this channel what it is. So thank you.
You guys, thank you so much for your kindness. You have no idea how much my heart just.
And I've been feeling terrible lately, and you guys have really brought me through it. So I thank you. Because prednisone is no joke.
My heart melts when you guys start saying such great kindness.
Thank you so much to everybody. Well, we'll be back at it on Wednesday. I hope everybody has a great week. Like I always say, reinforce your seams. Let me make sure I have my phone. Be yourself. And I will definitely see you next time.